it's Shara. Welcome to my kitchen this morning. Today is a kind of busy day for me. It's time to pay the bills, work on the menu for June, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it's a dreary day here. I know it's not truly rained every day for the last 3 or 4 weeks, but it feels like it has. And I'm kind of craving comfort food, so I am making some Crockpot macaroni and cheese, and I'm doctoring it up with some ham and things, so I'll just have a one-pot type casserole. And I thought I'd bring you guys along for the process. This meal is an easy meal to make, very easy. It cooks for only 2 to 3 hours in the crock pot. You can add ham, you can add green peas, you can make it a one-dish meal, or you can make it as a side dish for just like a baked macaroni type dish. The great thing about it is it cooks quick. Like I said, it's easy to use with whatever ingredients your family likes. And because it's getting hot, it's a great way to have baked, quotes, baked macaroni and cheese without heating up the whole house and dirtying every dish in the kitchen. So I'm going to switch us around, show you guys the ingredients. And it's pretty simple, and I usually use pretty inexpensive as prices go ingredients in this. Most of my ingredients come from Aldi for it. Today I'm not using Aldi pasta because I already had some Barilla pasta in the pantry. I wasn't going to buy more. But my cheese, my milk, evaporated milk, most of all that stuff is just Aldi brand. The only thing I would say that would make it actually really even that much better is if you can get your hands on old-fashioned hoop cheese, which is really strong. I love that really strong cheddar cheese taste. But easy meal. And for you busy moms that have young children, if you know you're going to be out of the house for a couple of hours before time to have supper ready, you can pull this together, pop it in. It's ready in 2 to 3 hours, so you can start it just before you leave the house. When you get back, you have got a quick, kid-friendly dish ready to go, so that is great. Or if you're like me, may not have young kids around, but you are a pasta is your comfort food kind of person, this is a great dish, takes care of itself. So let's get started. Easy recipe, minimal ingredients if you don't count the spices. There's, you know, just a couple of those, but usually most people have these kind of stuck in their cabinet, and if not, you can easily make a few substitutions. So flip you around, show your ingredients, and we'll get going. Our ingredients are a can of evaporated milk. This is a 12-ounce can. Again, like I said, I just buy mine from Aldi. We are going to spray our Crockpot liner or slow cooker. I just use the Crockpot brand. To call them all that, I know, bad, but I do. With cooking spray, just makes it easier to clean. We need 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to use gluten-free, but use what works for your family. We need ground mustard powder. I'm just using some that I buy from Walmart. But you can, if you do not have this or do not keep this, just stir in about 2 teaspoons of prepared mustard. Just stir it in where I stir this in the other. It tastes slightly different, but it adds that little bit of tang you're looking for, and you know, really you can't tell much of a difference in the finished product. I add just a little bit of smoked paprika, but you can use regular paprika. It's just whatever your preference is. I'm making this for adults, so I kind of like the smoky taste. There goes that phone dinging again. I don't know why it does that. It must, like, psychically somebody knows when I start filming. Just ignore it, guys. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of onion powder because, like I said, again, I'm making this for adults. 1 egg. Yes, I'll be scrubbing my floor today, and you'll see why. I'll show you at the end of this video. Salt. Pound of cheddar cheese, and this is just the Happy Farms extra sharp cheddar from Aldi. You will need to shred this. I'm not going to drag you through watching me do that, but I'll do that off camera. I have 1.5 cups of cooked ham. You can use ham steak, you can use leftover ham. You do not have to add this, but like I said, I'm making a one pot type meal. Normally, I would also add 1 cup or so of green peas, frozen green peas that I would have like rinsed and thawed real quick, but I don't have any. I don't know why, but all I had was mixed vegetables, and that just kind of sounded gross and macaroni to me, so. And milk. This is just, again, Friendly Farms, the Aldi brand. This is the 2%, but use what you buy. And a box of elbow macaroni noodles. These are gluten-free, and this is a 12-ounce box, but you can use a 1-pound box of whatever your family uses. We're going to start by letting me go off camera and shred this cheese, and I'll be back and we'll get going. We're going to start by, there goes the phone again. We're going to start by plugging in our slow cooker and turning it on low and spraying our insert with a little bit of cooking spray. I have tried this with the liners before, and it makes a goopy mess. It's just easier to wash the insert. I'm going to set that back in the base, put the lid on it, and just kind of let it preheat. In a large bowl, in this case I'm going to use a measuring cup, we're going to mix our evaporated milk, and I will put the recipe down below. So guys, I've got a question for you. What is your comfort food? What food would you, if you could eat all you wanted of and not gain weight, not worry about, you know, any health issues, anything, what would you choose? For me, it would be pasta. I'm adding your egg. It would be pasta. And it would be pasta because pasta is just good with anything. Cheese sauce, butter, tomato sauce, just olive oil and salt and pepper. You know, I love pasta in any form. Okay, so we've got our evaporated milk, our egg. Sorry about reaching over the camera, guys. We need 2 tablespoons of flour. Let me set this out of the way. A teaspoon of salt. Sounds like a lot of salt, but pasta does take right much to really be able to taste it. So a teaspoon of salt. A 1/4 teaspoon of our mustard. I know they put these little shaker things on here to be helpful, those little things, but I hate them. 1/4 teaspoon of mustard. I put about a 1/4 of a teaspoon of the smoked paprika, a good decent heaping of it, but I don't go too heavy on it because the smoked flavor is kind of, you know, intense. And then I'm going to put about 1/8 of a teaspoon of the onion powder. Just a little bit of that. And then I need 3 cups of milk, which I did not get the measuring cup. So 3 cups of milk. There's 2, and here's the 3rd one. Last time I made this, my niece Margaret was here to help me, and she did a really good job. She's 3, and she mixed everything for me. It was a lot less work on my part with her helping. So you just mix everything really good. Now I am going to, into this container, put about 3/4 of our cheese. I'm going to save about 1/4 of it to go on top of the macaroni. I'm just going to stir this in here. Set that out of the way, move some stuff so we can move around. Move the crock pot over to where you guys can see it. Okay. This is how easy this is to pull together. Pasta goes in the pot. Ham and any add-ins go in the pot. Normally I would add green peas at this stage. Like I said, I don't know why I don't have any. And then your mixture with your cheese goes in the pot. Scrape all your cheese out. Cheese is the most expensive ingredient in here. Stir this up so that your cheese is all mixed down in it and your ham. That's my frugal tip to you guys. I know I've mentioned this before, but anytime you cook a ham, save the extras in 1 to 2 cup portions. Stick them in your freezer in bags and label them. That is like a great addition to almost any type of casserole. Gives it that extra. Makes it taste like something special, even if it's just a simple casserole. Now we are literally going to sprinkle the last of this cheese all over the top of this. I like a nice thick layer, but I like my macaroni and cheese heavy on the cheese. If you don't like it as heavy, you could drop back to, you know, 1/2 pound of cheese or 3/4 of a pound. It depends on your personal preference. You can probably never have too much cheese kind of person. We're going to plug this in, put the lid on it, and it will cook. And you can check it at 2 to 2.5 hours. You can let it cook for 3. I'll bring you guys back in a few hours and show you the finished product. And that is it, guys. So guys, that's it. That is how fast and easy it is to pull together this macaroni and cheese. Very, very close in texture and taste to stuff you spend all that time baking in the oven, making your white sauce, you know, doing all that. And you don't heat up the house. You don't dirty every dish in the kitchen. You get to go sit down while it does its thing. Also, great for holiday meals when you've got the oven already busy. Bring you guys back in a little while. Show you. I'm probably just going to sit down with a big bowl of it. And I'm not going to serve a big fancy meal with it. I'll probably just eat a garden salad as a side to add a little bit of veggies to my meal. See you in a little while. And ooh, let me show you my kitchen now, guys. You guys got to see this mess around. So you'll see. I've got to clean up. Ta-da! That is it, guys. Couple of hours. I think it has been about 2 3/4, so 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm going to plate some up. You can see our plates with our salads. My sister is joining me. When she gets here, we'll give you her impression of it. Alright, Phoebe's gonna take a taste. If she keels over dead, I promise not to show this part.
It's good.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
See, told you.
Give you 5 stars.
I get 5 stars. My husband jokingly calls my kitchen Shara's Diner, so now I officially have a 5-star rating here at Shara's Diner. We'll see you guys later. I'm going to sit down right there beside her and enjoy my visit and eat my macaroni. Bye, guys.